You can go. You can go in my broadcast now. Please don't. Ooh, ooh. Hello. Alright, hopefully. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay. There's still a lot of delay, but if you don't mind, I don't mind. You're gonna hear me twice. Are you watching me now? Are you being a stalker? Huh?
December 13th, 1947.
We're gonna start reading
Dear
this.
Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without
after
dinner.
The last video, because
I
it
woke
froze.
up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Hannah, go watch my broadcast, you jackass.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That's immortalized in this video forever.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Huh? No.
I kept eating and eating.
You don't... There, I just did it. Go to kick and join the damn thing.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
You're not gonna find me on Twitch.
Going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
I'm continuing. Shut up.
I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her.
Did you go to kick and add the thing? Join? Okay. Are you watching me now? Okay. Oh, Jesus, I almost jumped off. That's why I can't hear myself twice, because I'm not watching myself anymore. Alright, there we go.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
I'm just blazing
now
through
I was
this
up in a
because
big tree.
we already watched all
I
of it.
promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Well, fuck
I
you,
gobbled her
Dave.
up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
That rabbit was glitched. It was running in place.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. followed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Because we didn't say, remember? It
was a shark.
Oh god. Yeah. Whee! Tumbling.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Alright,
Now,
do whatever you
I was
need to
hungrier
not hear
than
me
ever.
twice.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh, great.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where is it? There it is.
Wrapped up tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm the hentai now.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
She wants to eat the people.
I was big, and I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I want to get stuck again, man. There it is. There's no way that I'm getting stuck here now. Slimy little hand.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
There's an old pipe. Oh my god, I'm in a restroom. I'm in my own room. Oh no.
I got closer and closer.
Do you see what's going on, baby?
All my stomach started growling.
You can mute the call and you can just watch.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Did you mute the call and just started listening to the thing?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay. I'm gonna close it. No, I'm not gonna close it. I'm gonna close it. No, I'm not gonna close it. Alright.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Well,
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
This is the grandma's
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Oh. No.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He took the entire house?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Well, that's what you get, taking your entire
Odin's
house.
daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
He didn't watch Tarzan.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Do it, mommy. Louis. I'm not Louis.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
There was a little forest fire. She didn't want to
When
leave the
Edie
house.
told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, this room has a lot of pink in it.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh, her name is Edith too. Do you see anything else that I can do?
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Did you hear the running footsteps? There's another key.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. This house
Sven
has
gave
a lot
Sam
of...
an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Milton. Dude, this is a crazy ass house. It has a lot of trapdoors and stuff. Oh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the person who made the book thought about it the same way. It's an old house with a lot of secrets. The game, not the book, I mean. ¿Ya viste?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Have you realized what she's been doing? The mom closes down the rooms of the dead relatives. Like there was a twin here and he got to live more So she literally like black cordoned his room up, like the side of the room of the door of the son that died. And look, yeah, but look, like Sam, which is her grandfather, got to live to 1968. This one got to 1961, and then the the calendar is stuck in 1969. So she did it 61. She didn't move anything. It's kind of sad. I'm on top of the world.
And that
I
he
feel
never
like I
talked
shouldn't be
about
doing
him.
this. I really feel like I shouldn't be doing this. There's probably a way out through there, but let's go see the top.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate
I
another
can swing my
mushroom.
little footsies.
And he did.
I
At
control each
Barbara's
leg,
funeral,
baby.
we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I
All these
told him
kids
going
are-
around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh no.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
The branch is
I
gonna
think
break,
he'd already
man.
made up his mind.
Stop swinging, bro.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Uh-oh. Oh! There's one around
The day he made up his
Oh
mind
no.
to fly.
Bye.
And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
We still got a lot of family members to go, baby.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Wait, with a little spaceship? Looks like an ocarina. Yeah, they kind of do look like ocarinas. Well, maybe I shouldn't be quiet for the entirety of the video so
Mom
that
said Grandpa
some
Sam
of what you
enlisted at
say
18
and some of what I
never
say
set
makes
foot in the
sense when
room
you're
again.
rewatching these. So, I'm gonna start like commentating. I'm gonna actually stop watching the video myself. Oh, I have 3 viewers now. There's someone else watching this. That's fun. Well, yeah. Yeah. No. Let's continue watching this now. What is... No, I went away. This is such a weird contraption. The book, yeah. It's really pretty. The butterfly was really well detailed and everything. And this monorail kind of stuff is really cool. Jesus Christ. Whoa.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wow. That's like the staircase that lead me up to like Molly's room. So weird. And the cellar. Oh, I can get back here now. Yeah, I'm back here now. You see? Well, it didn't lead to Molly's room, but it's still locked. We still need to find a way to get up there. And that's Molly's room. Or Barbara's room, or whatever. Molly's room is all the way over here. I'm all turned around, man. And Molly's room is right here. So, let's keep on exploring. Just keep on moving to the Halloween room. Milton keeps on drawing all over the walls. Don't appreciate Milton drawing all over the walls, man.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Cupboard. Shirley Temple, little girl looking. Alright, I don't know why. No, I wasn't leaving. I thought that it was gonna do something else, but I guess it didn't do something else. It just made me go inside of the cupboard.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Look at her when she was older. She was pretty. Dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback
This
was
is such a
canceled.
fucking ugly story to be telling.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'll be back in a sec.
Do you remember that?
20 minutes later.
Now we know how to go
Rick
into the basement.
returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, I'm controlling this too. It's weird.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, this is so weird. I'm controlling.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, the song. Oh, I can hit things. I can hit things. Rah! Rah! Hit the cat. Ha! Rah! Rah! Look at this. Oh. Really? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh shit, I can really film this thing. Can I hit the light? Ah, no, I cannot hit the light. Alright, let's continue. Oh,
The gang's leader
sick.
is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
That's fucking weird. He ate his family. But these are weird freaking monsters. Oh. Can you see what they were? That's the little girl that's Molly from the story. And then that's the little boy that learned how to fly. I keep forgetting you're a little bit.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Hit him.
Oh.
Rick?
Damn right.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Good.
Then act furious.
Kick him
All
out of
I'm
here.
getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Get the fuck
She
out of
threw
here.
him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later.
Shouldn't give it back.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh no. Ah! Scared. How do you think they got the rights to this? Jesus Christ, man. Put your shit. Rollerblades. Spooky, scary rollerblades.
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Hit him.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Shit, where is it?
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Not. She She played her part beautifully.
Let's go kill this motherfucker.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Crap. Kill the hook
He
man.
wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Let's go kill the hook man. Murder the hook man. But first, we need to kill the pumpkin. He's not here. Hookman is gone. Hookman D.
Man had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh no, the ding dong. Terrifying. I thought they were gonna like fall over. That's so disappointing.
dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Maybe you should get out, you know?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Oh.
And she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
And she gave her scream.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Okay, shut up. I thought it was gonna be something nice, like a fun little like party, but no, it turns out that they ate her.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
But hopefully she didn't die a horrible death. Barbara Street. They named a street after her. Lady Georgie. These the creepy cat watches that look at you while you're walking? They are creepy. I can understand why you hate them. Well, let's go open the door to the basement now that we figured it out. Is there nothing else that we can do here? There's a mask of Bigfoot. They made dolls about her. Barbara Finch. She performed in Swan Lake.
Alright, let's go.
I guess
He's
now
my
I
kind
know
of
why Mom
person.
didn't like me playing with the music box.
Sure, she's my kind of actress.
It's funny.
She likes horror
All
movies.
those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I wonder what this door is. Georgie. Oh, it's the restroom that we were in. It's the restroom that we were in earlier, the pink restroom. I didn't make the connection, but let's go to the basement. Here we go. Twist. There we go. Good. I wonder if the statues are gonna be down here. No, they're not. Yeah. I can understand. Don't worry, baby. Baby carriage. I miss my crane and my crutch. I can't hit shit anymore. Rah. Supposedly
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus shot. Holy shit. Look, gnomes. Looks like Dopey. Huh? They look like Dopey from Snow White. Yeah. Alright, let's continue on forward.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
What packages do you think?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Monster.
It
Oh
turned out she
shit.
was hiding a lot more than that.
Holy fuck, there's a door. This house is crazy. I just wanted to see if I was missing anything. Yeah, the punching bag was there. It scared me, okay? It's a spooky house.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died...
She's
he
not
cut his
pregnant,
power
she just looks fat. She hasn't mentioned that she's pregnant in any of the scenes. She just looks fat. You are
If there's a
mean.
pattern in all these stories,
If there's a pattern in these stories. The bomb shelter.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Because I'm following through the room and seeing what I can find, and then I'll look back. I know where I need to go now. Model trains. Oh, there's a train cart! Wow. You like trains. Walter. 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Ha, Peaches.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
There he goes again.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Ha, Peaches.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
It's not shaking.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
1960 something, did you see? And then now it's 2005. He spent here years.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
I like your shoes. I like your shoes, old man. I wouldn't have made it that long ass time. Wow.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara.
He was afraid of the monster in the story. That's disturbing.
Molly. And Calvin.
Supposedly.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
If a train runs him over right before he gets out, I'm gonna flip.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with 1 more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Son of a gun, dude. He got run over by a train right after he got out.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Monday?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I don't think so. Huh? Walter is like... I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. Walter is Edith's grandfather. Yeah, it's Barbara's brother. It's the little boy that was in Barbara's comic book, remember? Yeah, he got scared and left. Yeah. And then, like, ran over here. You should have. I love you too, nigga. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Come on, friend. Is it not gonna let me go down? Am I stuck again? Oh, there it is. Fuck, I thought we were stuck again.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Uncle. Walter was her uncle.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Don't we all? Trash. For years on end. See what's in here.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
He did die. He did get run over by the train. That's so fucked. He got the courage to walk out and then he died right after. There's a light over there. Can you see it?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
She is pregnant. Fine.
And the history you're a part of.
Can I swim to that island? I want to know where the flashing light is over there. Obviously not.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
It's too dark. I cannot see anything. It's a tiki. really wish I could run. Let's continue to explore the house. There's a big ass tower that we haven't gone to. I love you, Hannah.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Get out of here, door. Blocking my interests. Oh. There's a statue. Can I go over there? Guess not yet. There's a little peephole that we found earlier. Or behind the fence. That's the fence that we peeped through in the beginning of the game. And we can go to the statue.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, one that
it's
had
embarrassing
several
for me
dead
to
people?
admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Serpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. And then Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe, Bailey, Oliver, Bob, Shadow. Where's Molly? Is Molly the cat still alive, Doggo?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edith designed the cemetery. Molly Finch, she became a cat. And then Calvin Finch, he learned how to fly. Sven Finch got squished by a dragon head that he was building. Edie Finch wrote all the stories. 1950, 1937. That's the grandma. Born. Oh, she wrote the stories. She liked to read. I am. I did. You'll see it in a second. Sven Finch, born June 17, 1915. Died 1964. 1961 and 1947. Where's Barbara? Walter Finch. Oh shit. Oh, that's so cool. When you see Walter's grave, it's so cool. It's like a little tiny man that finally saw the world. Yeah. He finally saw the world and then he died. Immediately. Coming out of the cave. And then Barbara Finch got her star. 1960, 2005. March 31st and December 31st. October 31st. She died on Halloween. And she was born on Halloween. That's kind of crazy. Huh?
I'm sure
Yeah.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
And she was a Halloween movie actress.
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
That's supposed to be Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, that's why it's shiny, because it's the old house. It's so sad.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
In the water, there's a old house. Look, let me see.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
You see? That's the house that they brought on the boat and then fell. Oh, should have rolled there. No, there's probably gonna be nothing. What is that? Yeah, probably. Odin is great-grandfather, because Edie was his grandma and Odie was Odin's.
But the older I get, the more I can
Father,
see where my mom
I
was
think.
coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
1983, 1977, Georgie, Sam, and Gus. He lived to be about 20 years old. None of these people lived that long. Georgie Finch lived 1 year. 1976 to 1977. Jesus Christ. Oh, Georgie. Got it. Gregory. Gregory lived 1 year. He was 1 year old. Georgie. Who knows? Milton. Sanjay. Kumar.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
What is this? Is that a crown? Looks like a crown.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I wish I could see something here. I mean, maybe I should up the brightness on my TV. I could turn off my lights, but maybe that would be a good idea. Plop. I like how you're my sole viewer again.
But looking back on it now,
Two people came back. When I left
if she told
and
me
it
there
went
was
down
gonna
to
be so
2,
much
it went up
climbing,
back up to 3. It wasn't me anymore.
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I would have never come back when I was 22 weeks pregnant. She is pregnant, you're right. Shut up. Shut up, stupid. She's claiming, that's why she's like, I would have never come here pregnant. 22 weeks pregnant. You're gonna die, homie.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Grandpa Sam. Oh, I
They were
dig the.
both pretty intense.
I dig the tapete. Sam was a Marine.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Where is Dawn at, Brendo?
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Don't be ungrateful, Dawn. That's taking you off for a hunting trip.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Language, Dawn.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Continue.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Because he discovered the island, baby.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing,
Oh.
though.
She's liking it. She's enjoying the trip. What a good baby.
Aw.
Definitely should
Where's
not
Dawn?
have drunk all that coffee.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where Dawn is. Oh, there.
Nothing quite like being outside.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
Oh,
That's a keeper.
oh, I'm Dawn. I was looking for her dad, for Sam.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No, Dad. Now you're being an ass.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Don't see a buck.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just wait. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh shit.
Great shot, Dawn!
Okay, that's cool. Oh, hello, sir. What is that up there? Oh, she's crying.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
I'm controlling the man now.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Shit.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That was sad. No. That's, I think I'm playing as Edith Jr., baby. Yeah, I'm playing as Edith Jr. Dawn is my, aunt, I suppose. Or my mom. Maybe. Probably my mom. Because this is, yeah. Huh?
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom...
What a... What
I
train?
guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh. Hold on. There. I just opened it. Should be coming up in a sec. Yeah, Edith Jr. is who we're playing. Who? Yeah, Milton and Lewis are siblings, and one of them might still be alive, too. But Dawn was her mother. Sam was her grandpa. Sam was her grandpappy. And Sam... Yeah, because she's one of the leaves, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, Walter and Sam are the little boys in the room with the ocarina spaceships. Remember? No, wait, Calvin and Sam are the little boys with the ocarina spaceships. Yeah, Odin is great grandpa, and Jesus Christ, and Edith is grandma. No, I think no. Yeah. But Sven was grandpa. Edie was grandma. Odin was great grandpa. You see the leaf? Yeah. I suppose. Then we're gonna continue. Boop. Well, all I know is that Odin is great grandpa. But Edith isn't on the tree branch. That's us. That's Edith Jr. Yes, but then there's Edith, like... All I know is that Edith, normal Edith, is her grandma because she stated it at the beginning, and Dawn is our mom.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
We'll go back to her to Edith's room later. Kay was his. Kay was this man's first wife. Sam's first wife. She said that Kay was someone's first wife earlier. I remember. Do you see anything else? No. That necklace looks like one of the ones that you have. I heard something. I think so. I think that's Molly. Like the cat that I thought was... I don't remember her being a black cat. But in another room I saw something for taxidermy. I can't open it. Oh, saw it. It's a pretty shot. MREs, because he was a Marine. Yeah, MREs. Soldier thingies.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
That's a pretty shot too. They both lost a lot. Oh, that's disturbing. I thought that was the actual baby. She just called her that. Look, Gregory. Yes, it is.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, we're a baby now.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
such a weird thing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This is weird. I'm controlling the frog.
That's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Let me continue playing.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
That lady that almost picked us up was Kay.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. Sure made him happy.
Yeah, I know.
I know how silly it sounds. I'm worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish you could have told us.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, no.
The world he saw.
Turn off the water. No! No!
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
No, this baby ain't dying. Jesus, it doesn't let me fucking save the baby.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. Like you'd want him
It's gonna
to be
make me
happy
cry,
too.
doggo.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Uncle. Yeah, Uncle. Sam. Yeah. Gregory was his uncle. That's why they were separate, remember? In the graveyard? I am. Tell me when you're done looking at it. I'm gonna... Yes. And Sam is Dawn's dad. Kay was her her mom. Walter was Sam's brother. Calvin was... All the ones, Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Sam, and Walter were brothers. Sam and Kay were married. Dawn was Sam and Kay's daughter. Gus and Gregory were sisters of Dawn. Louis, Milton, and Edith Jr. is daughters and sons of Dawn, and whoever Sonia is. And then
Yes, that's what I just said. Okay. Yes, but look at when Odin was born. And look at when he died. Odin was born 1880 and died 1931. Edith was born in 1917. Odin and Ing 37 was born in 1917. The little leaf next to Odin is Ingeborg. They've never talked about a great grandmother. I guess they don't mention her. Grandfather. Grandfather. Yes. Grandparent of Edith. Of our character. Yes. The grandma. Edith's grandma. Edith's grandma. Edie is also Edith, but this girl nicknamed her Eddie. Look, this is what happened. Look, listen. Sam and Kay are Don's parents. Don, Gus, and Gregory's. But Kay was his first wife. Edith was his second wife. That's why she's all the way in the bottom. I suppose. Because they did say second wife. They say that Kay was someone's first wife, so Kay must be Sam's first wife. And then Edith came along later after Kay left him because Gregory died. Yeah, because remember Don didn't like Edie. Don didn't like Edie. Which doesn't mean anything because Edith Jr. is the one who's making... Yeah. It's just a weird... This whole thing is just us discussing how the tree works. So, that's why there's this big pause. So, we're trying to figure out who is who and who's brother with who's brother. Just so that if anyone or you rewatch it later on, you know what we're doing. It got really heated for a moment, so yeah. You're not a horrible person. Well, you should come over and play games for yourself. You're gonna have this game, by the way, when you get your own PlayStation. Here. Dawn, you see? Dawn is her mom, and Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Oh shit, look at Gus. Gus is my favorite character. He liked death metal.
A poem for Gus.
who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yeah, you see, this is Edith getting married to her dad. He didn't like her. Yeah, and it's the crazy.
When
It's
the
a
time
crazy,
for photos
scary
came,
thing.
Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
You see, that's all my uncles. Well, our uncles. The little boy that thought he could fly, the girl that screamed, and Odin, the creator of the house.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh no, I understand what's going on.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
You're what for me? Oh, okay. Thank you. That is really appreciated. Did you see the kite? It's up there. Huh. Be a baby. Raise flag at 7:30, breakfast at 8, quiet time at 11 p.m. Sweep, trash, mow, mop, yard. Yeah. And then routine, jump rope 100 times, jumping jacks 150 times, push-ups 100, crunches 100, run to the mailbox and back. That's gonna be your routine. You gotta do that now, baby. House rules. No playing outside without permission. No answering the door for strangers. No messes after the dark. All chores before dark. Respect others. Emergency evacuation. Whoa. It's a little extra, parents. The symbolism in these light switches is a little disturbing. They're both off. And although Dawn is also dead, I presume, she left it on before she left. Strength. Respect. Teamwork. You tell me when you want to go to bed, okay? Nah. Oh look, mi mera mole.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, hi Dawn. That's Dawn.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
There it is. Sanjay was our dad.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, that's why the name of the game is called Milton. Oh no, Edith. What's this game called?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
There it is. My name.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
We were homeschooled. Las multiplicaciones. Analyze objectively, never stop learning, assume nothing. Respect criticism and ask thorough questions. Ask tough questions. I'm bad at reading. It's gonna be immortalized in this video.
but it didn't last.
Yeah. There's nothing written on the postcards though. To teach, to learn, Dawn Finch. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. She was Christian, I suppose. Or Catholic. There's a Holy Bible right here. Yeah. Well, who knows? They were also Indian. Dude, stop judging. Our dad was Indian.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
This does not look safe. Is there anything higher? Oh shit, there's still another roof. Whoa. Yeah. This can't possibly be any safe. They made a big ass effort to lock the door, but they didn't lock the freaking windows. Painting of a door. Milton liked to draw. Yeah.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
That's a pretty frog. And I hate frogs. Too. This type of mess. Oh, that's cool how that works. Did you see? You step on this little thing, and then you pull the rope, and it takes you up and down. I thought she climbed up. I'm not going there yet. I'm looking at the freaking thing. The forest. Oh, it's a bamboo forest. That's why there was a crown on top of his grave. Because he used to wear crowns. Pretentious baby.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
This is so fun. Oh, that's why there's a door painted on the bottom. It is a door, actually.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Wait a second. 2003. Hey, Edith is our age. 1999. And Milton is my brother's age.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Let's go through the magic door. Hurry.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
This is not safe.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
There's something there in the water. Can you see it? What do you mean? Yeah, it's over there. No, but there's something under it. There's like a little boat thingy in the middle of the ocean right there. Just below. It's not a boat, it's like a little pier thingy. I don't know. I'm not arguing with you, I'm playing with the facts, woman. The facts! Are you getting the feeling like she's gonna die at the end of this? I'm getting the feeling that she's gonna... Oh, honey, you're gonna love Quentin Tarantino movies. If you really like unraveling the story. Yeah. Have you seen Pulp Fiction? You should. We're gonna watch Pulp Fiction.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Damn. Look at Louis's room. He was a high marijuana mon. Please delete that out of the video. You have now been demonetized. John Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, shit, doggo.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh shit, I'm moving this now. And I gotta do things. Oh shit, this is fun. I gotta move the hand and the character that's right here in the bottom, in like the right corner.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
This is weird. This is difficult.
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Es mi culpa, él no está poniendo atención. Oh, look at the dragon that killed his
And
grandpa.
things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Utopia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
It's so sad he went insane.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Should we become gay or normal?
handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for...
What? Sinister serpents or radiant rainbows?
Sinister serpents.
You're delayed, remember? Silver hair?
I followed the sound of her.
Silver hair or electric guitar?
Silver harp.
A harp.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Ya no queda nada de la...
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
He went insane. Or happy.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Maybe, yeah. Go back to being a king. Great.
He began to forget the world we know.
Got a Game Boy. This is your brain on drugs, Hannah. Don't do drugs.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. he began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yeah, he lost his mind. Louis, I am your king.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Oh, Molly the cat. See, it wasn't it was the cat that was made into the statue in Sam's room. That was Molly. That's why there was no grave.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Really, friends, you're gonna do that?
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Chopped off his own head.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Well, that's what the thing is. That's what they thought about it. Did you hear that? Please, eat it. Don't fucking do something stupid.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Astronaut George Washington. How come there's light up here, but there's no light downstairs? Why does she have the soldiers of the other story if she never listened to it?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Mom did a pretty bad job at hiding stuff.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
There it is. We're gonna be able to go to the house.
I told you. First and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
This is the thing that I was telling you about. The little thing on the ground that was floating.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh no, that...
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
What I mean is that we're not playing as... No, yeah, we have to.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Yep, exactly. Yep. For Shirley Dallas. His wife died. Everything ends. We never got to see what was inside of the house. Or if Milton was alive or not. Well, it was read to us like if it was a book, so. Thanks, Jonah. The light switches are off, even Dawn's. I don't know if you could see the achievements pop up in your screen. I think it's blurred out. But that thing in the top left is the achievements that I'm getting. Kinda sucks that it blurs them out. No. It leaves a lot of questions unanswered. It could have let us. Well, maybe there is more. Because at the very beginning, you went through the top route, and there's a bottom route. And then when we're in the story, there's like obviously the prince, and then all the other separate things that you could have done. But they could have done a lot more. But I really enjoyed it. The replay story option is not a must eat it to play from the beginning. You can replay a story. Oh. Oh, there is more. I think. Let's see what this is.
Oh. Nah. It's just this again. But why does it circle them like that?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Do you think
Until
it'll let
supper,
us
when
look at
she
the end
raised
of
her
the
glass
story
and
of
said,
the grandma?
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Let's see if it lets us see the end of the story.
Isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Ya le ponemos pausa, pues.
Pretty quickly.
I don't know why it circles it like that. It circles Sonia's and it circles Edith's. And credits. I hope you enjoy watching this over again, the 2 hours and 30 minutes someday. I love you.